Everybody, it's 13th Wolfman. You know what? Today is day 6. Wow, day 6. Okay, so we're 1/5 of the way through the 31 days of horror. I said 31 days of Halloween in yesterday's video, and I meant to say 31 days of horror, but it happens. I slip every now and then. I'm not perfect, but let's talk about today's movie. Before I get into what it is, this movie is 19 years old this year, which really amazes me because it spawned 4 sequels, and when it came out, it was super creative. I mean, honestly, I thought, we have all these other movies. You always have a bad guy in the movie or a villain of some kind, whether it's the Firefly family of the Devil's Rejects, Jason, Freddy, Michael from the slashers, the devil himself, the devil's son, like in The Omen, or a demon like Pazuzu in The Exorcist. You always have something that is there as a physical force to deal with. But in 2000, they came out with a movie that doesn't have any of that, and yet is probably one of the most original films to come out. It is Final Destination. Now, I'll be honest. I've always hated the floating head covers. Scream. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Final Destination. But the movie itself is just great. Who's the killer in Final Destination but death itself? Death doesn't take a corporeal, physical form. It's not the Grim Reaper as a skeletal bone, robe-wearing, sickle-carrying figure. It's just death. It's just a non-visual force that is out there to conclude its mission. Like I said, this came out in 2000, which, wow, surprises me. But so, Devon Sawa, Kerr Smith, Amanda Detmer, Ali Larder, Brendan Farrer, all get on this plane to go to Paris for a trip with their high school class. Devon Sawa has a glimpse into the future of what's going to happen. He freaks out while on the plane before they take off, and him and a few other people get off, and just as the plane pulls away, it explodes. He's cheated death for him and his co-stars, and Death isn't happy with that. Death is trying to make up for what happened, and that's what the whole movie is about. It's like, just a second, you have these 2 cops in here. They're FBI agents played by Daniel Roebuck, and I don't know who the other guy is, but they're constantly trying to harass Devon Sawa into, look, the plane blew up. You must have known something. And it's like, even when they find out what did cause the plane to blow up, they're still kind of, I don't know, it feels like harassment. It feels like dead set harassment. I mean, they can't prove he had anything to do with it. It's an interesting movie, and I thought a lot of creativity went into making this movie. Like, a lot of the characters' names are based off of filmmakers and actors of, like, Universal past. Devon Sawa's character's last name is Wagner. As in the guy that, a director from the 1930s and 40s, George Wagner, who directed The Wolfman. Clear Rivers, I don't get her connection. But then you have no, his name's not Wagner. His name's Browning, as in Todd Browning. I'm trying to see if he's on here. He's not on here. His friend that gets off is Wagner, and Amanda Detmer is Cheney, as in Lon Chaney, and Sean William Scott is Hitchcock, as in, Alfred Hitchcock, and the teacher that gets off, her name is Valerie Luton. And if you take off the "re" off of that, it's Val Luton, who made movies like, Cat People and I Walked with a Zombie, and it's just, I thought it was really cool. Daniel Roebuck is in it, and this was kind of funny. I watched 2 movies with Daniel Roebuck in him 2 nights in a row, because he plays Morris Green on the Morris Green Show in The Devil's Rejects, and then he's in Final Destination. I didn't plan it that way. I actually forgot that he was in Devil's Rejects, and then popped up. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, so he's in, okay, well, cool. There's a lot of really cool tribute stuff in this movie if you're looking for it. And a lot of, like, real weird Omen type stuff. When I say Omen type stuff, like, at the very beginning of the movie, you kind of see an overlook of Devon Sawa's character's room, and everything that they kind of show is what happens in the movie. I remember when this movie came out in 2000, and when I saw it in the theater, but when it came to cable, I was just I was watching it like every time it was on. There were so many like bizarre, like super weird kills in this movie. Like I said, there is no one pushing someone in front of a train. There is no one chopping someone up with an axe. This stuff just happens, and it's eerie and creepy and a good time. So yeah, that's day 6, man. Final Destination. This is a good movie. It's a fun movie. Check it out. As always, like, subscribe, share, and comment. I want to know what you have to say when you subscribe. Bing that bell, ring that bell. That way you'll know whenever I'm putting something new up. I am the 13th Wolfman, and of course, as always, I am on the prowl.